And welcome to the Loading Screen Podcast. This is episode number 34. With me today, as always, is the Canadian cue ball Monsterousrage and the living emoji and floating head of mystery, Angry Iceberg. Today we're going to be talking a lot of No Man's Sky, but we're also going to be talking about Twitch as well, how to balance life and streaming, how to handle trolls when they come into your stream, and charity streaming, as well as multi-streaming. But today's first topic is, of course, No Man's Sky, a game that all three of us have played and all three of us have different experiences with. So first off, what have you seen and played, and how do you like it? What's the overall experience that you guys have, and what do you really find charming about it? We'll go and start with Monsterousrage.
I just love space travel. There aren't very many games out there that are just open world farming. Basically, that's what it is. It's been compared a lot to Minecraft for adults. I don't really like Minecraft. I'm not a fan. I'll play it if I have to, if I'm getting drawn in by others. But yeah, for me, this game is fantastic. I don't know how I feel about it for me personally. Streaming it, I love playing it. I just don't know if my crew is like head over heels with just watching me explore everywhere. But I do think that for the money, you're getting a massive game, and there's so much to do. Sure, it can get repetitive, but most games have repetitiveness to them that are gigantic in size. So for me, I'm gonna keep going through my good old black holes and maybe I'll come across a pulsar star. I haven't yet, but maybe that'll be a thing. But I love this game. I have a lot of fun with it. There are many star systems that I'll just come into and I'll be like, all right, there's 4 planets. I could explore them all, but I have enough fuel for another jump. Screw it, let's go. And then just jump to the next system. So it's really addictive in terms of how far can you get before you literally can't go any further because your gear is so crappy. That's the route I'm taking. But yeah, we'll see where it ends. I'm really excited to continue playing this. I have no issues with it. If people out there don't like it, well, it's not for everybody. But for this guy, it's epic.
And as you can see, guys, there is some gameplay footage in the middle of the screen. Angry Iceberg is currently playing the game. Yeah. So that is Angry Iceberg playing No Man's Sky right now as he's mining some gold, I see.
Yeah, I found some gold. The guy can't stop. I gotta get me some gold, man. I tell you what, this game, here's the thing about this game. It is one of those games that you can just play and just chill and just, I've had the, people come in and compare it to Minecraft. I'm like, and I had the same reaction that, what Monsterousrage was just talking about. I don't really care for Minecraft. This here is a little bit different. This is a different experience for me personally. Yes, it's a lot of redundant, just shooting crap and whatever, but you do every once in a while come into those rare moments. And by the way, before we go any further, Hamburglar, thank you so much for 2 months of subs, dude. Appreciate you, bro. Anyway, so I mean, you do kind of run into those moments where cool things do happen, where you run into a cool looking creature, or you pick up some little ball and you start getting attacked by the sentinels and you just destroy them or whatever, or you have to run. Like yesterday, I was just running around grabbing balls and the sentinels were trying to kill me. I just kept running away from them. They couldn't really do nothing. I was laughing at them. Anyway, so yeah, the balls. You gotta cup the balls.
Don't play with the sentinels' balls. They don't like it.
They don't like it when you. But I mean, just different things. Like the other day, I was farming some emerald or gold or something, I don't know, but it just kept going down and down and down and down until I was in this huge hole, where I was like, if you couldn't basically just kind of glitch the booster or the jetpack, you wouldn't be able to get out of it unless you had grenades to do make holes and climb out of it. But I mean, just little moments here and there that you come across, or just different planets. Like this one's kind of cool, sort of. It has a little, has a lot of fauna, or flora rather. It doesn't have any fauna. I just found out, but you just discovering it. Like one day, I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna go in one direction until I find a way to to call my ship to me. Well, like 2 hours later, I realized, well, I'm probably not going to find that thing. So I had to go all the way back to my ship because I could not find a way to call my ship to me. So, you know, and then like just kind of, I don't know, just thinking around, shooting stuff. I mean, the shooting's kind of satisfying in its own little way, you know, you just, I don't know.
But that's the thing with this game. You don't need to spend 8-hour chunks to play it. If you want to just spend a 2-hour experience, it's a perfect game because you immediately save right where you left off, and it's not hard to find save points. So even just getting out of your ship, it automatically saves. So I really like this game in terms of, you know, you can just keep coming back to it and having fun and seeing new things. Sure, there's going to be a lot of repetitive objects in terms of fuel sources or anything like that, but you know, the creatures that you find on the different planets are really cool. And sorry, Kadex, I'll shut up.
Well, you know, one other thing I'll say too is that I'm playing a lot different than Monsters is playing it. Monsters is kind of like, well, let's just get to the middle or whatever. Let's just keep going. Me, I like to, I stop and smell the roses. I play on planets I'll play on planets for 2 or 3 hours. I spent like on one of the first days that I played, it was the release day. It wasn't the first session I played, but the second session I played, I spent 3 hours getting from one part of the map to a waypoint that I had set, or I had, you know, set for me rather, because you can't really set waypoints, which kind of sucks. But
you can.
You can? Oh shit! I need to learn this. Anyway, so the point is that like along the way from, you know, the waypoint that was set for me from where I was to get into there, I kept on seeing something else. I was like, hey, what's that? Let's go over there. Hey, there's another dropship. Let's go get that. You know, and so it took me, you know, 2 or 3 hours just to get from, you know, one side, you know, one part of the map, which wasn't even that big of a part of a map, to, you know, where the waypoint was, you know, and just because there was so much, you know, to go check out, and you can even some of the stuff that the writing is actually kind of interesting, you know, like right here, I'm at a monolith, there's going to be some writing here, and you read it, it's you know, kind of interesting, and the little puzzles and whatever. I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't know, collecting words. Like I have calm here. I don't know. So I got to read this little statement and try to figure out what response I'm supposed to do. So yeah, I think we'll just, based on calm, we'll wait it out and see what happens.
Now, in order to set a waypoint, I'll let you know. You have to be in your viewfinder, how you like analyze animals and whatnot, and then you click in on the left thumbstick.
The left thumbstick?
While you're in that goggle view, and then it sets a little white dot on your HUD.
So how about like, can you do it to where like if you can set it to where if you leave the planet you can come back to that spot? Yeah,
you can keep it there.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess basically until you mark the next location, right?
Yeah, or you demark it by just looking at it and clicking it again.
Wait, are you talking about for like a location though? Like if you have to mark the location, like at one of these here that come up right here. Like so, if I were to mark right, so I'm clicking, all it does is scan something. The left thumbstick.
Try clicking the other ones. I might be mistaken on the left thumbstick, but it's when you're in that goggle view that you can set waypoints. I know that. See that white dot that appeared?
No. Oh wait, yeah. Wait, maybe.
I don't know. I've done it. I know I have. I swear I have.
I see a white. Yeah, this isn't doing anything. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. Well.
Anyway, but No Man's Sky to me, I play in the middle. Like there will be some planets that I'm like, nope, give me alpha here. It's radioactive, or it's
radioactive.
Okay.
Hey, I've been there.
And I won't stick around. I'll maybe hit a few bases, maybe hit a ruin or whatnot, and then I'll bounce out. But then there's other planets that I could just get lost in for an hour or two, go cave diving and whatnot, and just go collect the huge mountains of resources like the hermatite or the
you
gold.
About to say hermaphrodite.
That you find on. But a little tip for you, like if you're having problems like scaling a mountain and whatnot, you can jetpack against a wall, and as long as you're against that wall, it won't take any of your jetpack fuel.
Yep.
So that's
the other thing too. Once you're in flight, if you're in orbit and there's a place that you want to go, if you're aimed right on that place and you go into your hyperdrive, it will immediately send you directly to that location.
Yeah, you don't have to.
So you don't have to steer at all. It'll just bring you right to the spot.
Yeah. So, little tips for the wary if you guys didn't know that already. Not only that, if you're landing at a base or like a little camp that's on a planet, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna have plutonium there, so you can recharge your thrusters and get back up if you are running low in the Pluto and need to get your ship in the air. It allows you to go ahead and mine that stuff. It's pretty close by, and either that or it's in the canisters that you can get. So
what's your opinion on No Man's Sky? Like, it's been out for a week. What do you guys think?
My opinion for the game is, and we shared this before we went live, it's a great game for YouTube. It's not the best game for Twitch because the excitement's not there. Now, when you get closer to the center of the universe, it might be a little bit more exciting, might be a little bit better to watch. But when you're first starting out, I'd say the first 40 hours of gameplay or so, you're probably not going to find it all too thrilling for the audience. Now, for the player, it is thrilling because you're always finding something new. You're always doing something. It's a game that keeps you occupied.
Yeah.
But it's done a very good job of being like, hey, you can play this for an 8-hour stretch and just grind out whatever you want. Or you can take 45 minutes and discover a planet and do a little something here and there. And it allows for both of that, which is really rare to find in games these days.
Hello, I'm Monsterousrage, and we're gonna mine ore for 9 hours.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, you can do that.
Yeah, I think this really kind of comes down to your ability to interact and engage in chat. And I think to be able to stream this game, you really have to be strong at engaging in chat, because I find like it's so relaxing for me that, you know, if as long as I can force myself to look down at chat, I'm doing all right, and actually, you know, talk to them. Otherwise, most of the time, I'm just like, I'm gonna just shoot this gold for a while. You guys chat amongst yourselves. That's probably been my problem. To answer Hyper's question, I have not found diamonds in No Man's Sky, so.
No,
I don't even know if there is diamond.
Well, I mean, diamond's just what, carbon, right? So.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
basically pressured carbon.
Yeah.
But it is a game that you can zone out to. The visuals are stunning. I believe that the music is some of the best that I've heard in a long time.
I always just play with other music. I've never really listened to the music. So.
I'm the same way. I gotta start listening to the music.
Yeah, the first time I played it with the music, and it's very calming music. It's very like epic, you know, slow violin and slow cello, and it's just kind of bringing you into that explorer mentality. So I think they are spot on with the music. Visuals are stunning, as always. I mean, just look at what Angry Iceberg is doing. He's underwater right now.
Yeah, and here's another little trip for you. If you go underwater and you go up, your jetpack's immediately charged.
Oh, that's nice.
So
you just fly up there.
Yeah, essentially.
And water will tend to be warmer than land at night. So if you're getting into a situation where your suit is malfunctioning because you're freezing to death, jump in the water.
Yeah, there you go. So
yeah, it seems kind of counterintuitive, but I mean, you know, and that's the other thing is like you can protect yourself from like huge radioactive or radiation storms by digging a cave.
Yeah.
You know, so like just stand. That's how like I've sat in caves and just mined. You know, while there's storms going outside. So, time to get in the cave. Let's just stand in the cave and mine. You know, and then. You know,
it's an iceberg cave, and it's angry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I for one can't get enough of No Man's Sky. I mean, I could sit down and watch it. I could sit down and play it.
Yep.
One bad thing about the PC though is the Alt tab does not work quite yet. I know Sean Murray and the team at No Man's Sky are working on that patch right now. In fact, it's in testing. So expect that patch probably within the next week or so. Other than that though, I really have no issues with the game. It's a brilliant art, and that's what I'm gonna call it. It's more of an art piece for me than an interactive, you know, high action video game. It's
in fact, the three of us like this game so much, we're forcing you to watch it while we talk about the rest of the topics. On the
Yeah, well,
podcast.
might as well since I'm playing it anyway.
Yeah, he will be playing No Man's Sky throughout the rest of the podcast,
Yeah.
so you guys can enjoy the beautiful vistas and the soothing sounds of our voices while he does this.
Yeah. If I can get back to my shit before I die.
Okay, interesting. Guy wearing Deadpool shirt. Now, we are going to bring up a topic that No Man's Sky might actually hurt, and that's how to balance life with streaming, the do's and don'ts of scheduling. And with new games on the horizon and new games such as No Man's Sky hitting the shelves, do you find it harder to set a set schedule for gaming and not just kind of like, oh, well, I really want to play like 2 hours of No Man's Sky off stream. That turned into 4 hours. We'll go ahead and start with Angry Iceberg.
Well, for me, I mean, my schedule, I don't know, man. Like, I stick to a pretty rigid schedule for my stream anyway, and you know, basically one of the reasons I even started streaming in the first place was I figured, okay, I'm playing, I might as well stream. So I don't really do a whole lot of playing offline. I do some. I mean, you know, like if I'm grinding, you know, things in Destiny, you know, stuff that is super boring, there's not a whole lot going on. Really not any more than what's going on here. But you know, I don't know. I don't do a whole lot of offline gaming. I mean, because I just don't have time for it. Because I'm so focused on my stream, and again, I think that's one thing that kind of separates myself from you know, some streamers are, you know, like us, just the commitment to the craft, the commitment to what we're doing. Can really set you apart from other streamers. But as far as scheduling concerns, like, yeah, generally if I'm playing a game, I'm streaming it, and you know, so it really never becomes a, you know, a real issue.
Right. All right, Monster.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. When I'm gaming, I'm live. I very rarely will play games when I'm not on Twitch. Just because, you know, as Angry says, you know, we've got long schedules that we do stream every week, and when I'm done with my 40-hour week of gaming, my thought isn't to game. It's to just chill out for a little bit, or take care of whatever I haven't taken care of all week. But I would say my advice for anybody out there that's kind of trying to balance that with their life, if you're using streaming as a hobby, then make sure you realize it's a hobby and you don't sacrifice other things in life to focus on it, because that's going to run you into problems. Now, if it's something that you want to build on as more than a hobby, as maybe a career, you are battling a lot of people, but stick with something and make sure that you set a time that is sufficient for you with your stream, but also not hindering the other obligations you have in life.
Right.
That's really where the balance comes in. If you start going over that, you're going to run into problems, whether it's problems on stream or problems with family life, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You just got to really know how to balance that out. Now, me, I'm a hermit, so like my time is my time. But you know, I'm not. You know, everybody out there isn't a hermit.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of things that you have going on. So that's the only thing I can suggest if people are having an issue with balancing. Just focus on that. Is it something that I want as a career, or is this just like gaming and an add-on?
Yeah.
Streaming add-on to my game experience.
Right.
And then just judge by that.
For me, it's kind of in the middle. Like, I'm streaming because I love streaming. You know, I love the interactivity as long as I'm playing a game and whatnot. I just love the combination. But I also look to one day make this a career. You know, I would like to make Twitch streaming a career path for myself. So it's really hard to sometimes focus on a work-life balance, which is what I'm going to call it, a work-life balance, because basically that's what it is. Whenever you decide to go ahead and start taking streaming seriously, you're like, okay, the little 2-hour short streams ain't going to cut it anymore. You know, if you're trying to go ahead and make it a deal out of it, you're looking at 4, 6, 8, 10 hours at sometimes. And scheduling around girlfriends and family life and the outside world can be a challenge for those that are trying to make streaming your career, because you want to give that attention to your family or your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, but you also really feel passionate about making your Twitch stream something that needs to be. So I would say, if you do have obligations in the real world, take care of those obligations. But
First.
then, yeah, that's priority. That has to be your priority until Twitch is your career. And then you can sit down and say, hey, this isn't just video games and talking with people. This is a job now.
Yeah.
So I can allot my 6-8 hours a day at this, because this is how I'm making revenue at this point. But until then, definitely have a balanced work-life relationship. Make sure your girlfriend's not neglected. Make sure your boyfriend's not neglected. Make sure you keep in touch with your family, your friends, and get everything you need done in the outside world done. And then you can stream with a free conscience. All right. Now, next topic is how to interact with trolls on Twitch. Do you roast them or do you ban them? Let's go ahead and start with Angry Iceberg.
It really just, for me, it depends on the mood I'm in and like how they approach. There's certain things I have no patience for. That's racial or homophobic slurs, stuff like that. But if they just come in, they just start, making comments about my beard or calling me fat or whatever, then sometimes I'll kind of turn the tables on them a little bit, or be like, come on, do something better, or make me laugh, whatever. And I'll time you out for a minute. When you come back, I need you to make me laugh or something. I don't know. I'll turn the tables on them. For the most part, though, I mean, if they come in and they just straight, the first thing out of their mouth is just pure hate, then yeah, I just ban them. I don't have time for it. There's no room for it. I mean, even if they're just joking, I mean, that's not the type of person that I want. That's somebody that thinks that they can introduce themselves to my community in a negative way, because that's just not the community that I run. I don't want people like that, in my stream. And I think it's really, it's worked well for me as far as building the community that I want, to enjoy my content and the people that I want to be around. And I think the people, I like to think that the people in my community appreciate that. So, but I mean, if, sometimes though, it can be fun for your chat. Again, if they're not coming in just completely super hateful, or if you're just kind of in a squirrely mood, to kind of mess with them a little bit, kind of turn the tables on them, and, and your community, your chat will kind of get into it as well, and have a lot of fun with it and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, it really just depends on my mood at the time and how they approach what they say at the outset.
Yeah, for me, it's along the same lines. Like, if they bring up anything religious, the first thing that they pop into a stream with, they're out. Same with politics. If they're like, vote for Trump or vote Hillary, or, oh my God, they're, the new reincarnation of Satan. Like, I'll give them a 10-minute for that. And then if they just come in spewing complete hate, like racism, homophobic slurs, anything hateful, that's an instant hammer. And I've got mods just ready just to slice them up. Now, if they come in just speaking gibberish, I'll be like, I'll go ahead and speak gibberish to them on the stream. I'll be like, and then we'll have a conversation like that until finally, it's not fun anymore. Then we time them out or whatever. But yeah, I mean, different trolls require different attention, and that's basically what they're there for, is the attention. Now, some people take it too far, and that's an instant, KO. You gotta knock them out. But then there's the other ones that are harmlessly trolling. They come in like, hey, Hotline Bling's the best song ever. That's trolling. So that's harmless, whatnot. But yeah, everybody deals with them a little bit differently, but there's some rules that I think on everybody's Twitch channel, or at least most of them, you just don't touch. And that's homophobic slurs, politics, religion, and anything racist. I think those are the big four. Monster?
Okay, guys, for those of you who have those virgin years, maybe close them up. Hi, I'm Monsterousrage. I fuck with trolls. That's what I do. When they come into my channel, all I do is belittle. I belittle because I don't want trolls in my room. And I will be malicious because I don't want trolls in my room. We have a mature audience on my channel. And if you're a troll and you come in and you cause shit and you're causing a stir in my community, I unleash myself and make you feel terrible. And then I ban you. And then we continue playing games. That is essentially what I do with trolls. I don't want them in my channel. I don't care what form of troll you are. Behave when you come to my station. I don't care if you're a troll somewhere else. Behave when you come here. That's how I deal with trolls. Warning. That's it. That's what I do.
Yeah, another thing to add to that is, like, if viewers are in my stream, they come back in their regulars and whatnot, and, you know, they're trolls in other places, that's fine. You know, I can't control what they do in our streams. The only thing I ask for is that my mods don't troll in other streams, because that's a reflection on my cast at that point.
Yeah.
My mods already know that, and they're completely fine with it. I have a select number of mods that come back each and every day, and they're people that I know don't go to other streams and go trolling, because it's a bad reflection on themselves and the channels that they mod for. Alright, the next topic is how to multi-stream. The good, the bad, and the beautiful things about it. Now, multi-streaming is great. You know, we all have fun doing some multi-streams from time to time, but sometimes it can get a little hairy. Sometimes it's not as great as everybody thinks it is. So what's the good, the bad, and the iceberg about multi-streaming? We'll go and start with iceberg.
I'm still trying to figure out that comment, like, because there can't be like three good things. There's two.
No, I said the good, the bad, and the beautiful first.
Oh, and the
so
iceberg.
the good, the bad,
Okay, all
and
right.
the iceberg.
All
I was
right,
calling you.
all right.
All right.
I don't know. I was also not really listening that closely. Anyway, so multi-streaming. All right, here's the thing, and I actually brought this up with somebody recently. The one thing about multi-streaming is that you can actually, if you know, depending on who you're multi-streaming with, is you can end up getting kind of drowned out by the other person or persons that you are multi-streaming with. I mean, because generally speaking, when you're building your community, you really want to be the center of attention. You want to, you should always be kind of the alpha dog in your stream if your goal is to grow your community, grow your stream, get partnership, etc., etc. And so multi-streaming, you have to sacrifice a great deal of that. And, so when you're multi-streaming, you also have to consider that the person that you're streaming with has commitments to, their community as well. And so, there are some streamers that they just don't give a shit about anybody else. They're going to talk to their chat. They might pipe in whatever the multi-stream is, whatever. King of Thalion actually put out a really good short video about the etiquette of multi-streaming. And you really have to, it should be, again, a mutually beneficial thing, which is the thing I'm always big on, mutually beneficial arrangements. But again, when you're multi-stream with somebody, I would say instead of doing it, trying to gain any specific benefit out of it, other than, like networking or exposing yourself slightly to, more people, but it's just to have fun with it, and enjoy the company of, the people who should be your friends, the people that you're multi-streaming with, because it can, like I said, you can get kind of drowned out by, everything else that's going on, in the stream. And so, I do multi-streams from time to time. It's not something I do a whole lot anymore. There were times where I did them a fairly amount, but I mean, I realized that, it's harder for me to focus on my chat, which is what is more important to me, than the multi-stream. So it's, I don't know, generally when I multi-stream, it's going to be some situation where, like, say I got a streamer that's a trial streamer, for example, and he's carrying me through trials. We'll do a multi-stream, I'll kind of talk, let my community know about it, but I don't really go out and seek multi-streams for the most part.
Right. All right, Monsterousrage.
Hey, Angry, you want a multi-stream tomorrow?
No.
No, for me, multi-streaming. Well, perfect example. I mean, I don't want to jump onto the next topic, but a charity event would be a perfect example of a multi-stream situation where you have multiple streamers that are working together for a common goal. It doesn't matter if you've got 5 people on one streamer's channel and 30 people on another streamer's channel and 200 on another. The fact that all of those people are coming in has the chance of raising money for whatever charity you're doing. So I totally support that. And I agree 100% with what Angry was going to say. It was what I was going to say. If you're multi-streaming, do it because you want to have fun with your friends. Because it's not going to do anything to help your channel. It's not. As Angry said, you're focused on your community. Your friends are focused on their community. If you have some sort of streaming etiquette between each other, you know that if your friend is talking, be quiet so he can finish whatever comment he's saying to his cast. But there's a lot of other people, like Angry said, that don't care. Yeah. And I could be responding to somebody and I'm being overtalked, and that can affect my channel because people aren't hearing what I have to say. So if you are going to do multi-streaming, I would suggest full-on charity is great, or do it because you want to play it with your friends and you want to go live together.
Right.
Don't do it to grow your channel because that's not its purpose.
I don't know if you're looking at stream. For some reason, my beam is on. It's not stopping. Little bit of a glitch here.
Your headlights are on.
Yeah. Turn my headlights off.
But that's actually kind of awesome. For me, when you're playing something like Trials of Osiris, you're not really talking to chat very much. You're letting the gameplay dictate the conversation. Like, you're mostly talking tactics and maneuvers with your Trials partner.
Yeah.
Now, with something like charity streaming, me and Monster, we've been doing the podcast for so long that we kind of know, when somebody's going to talk and whatnot, so we know when to give that space. It's a give and take. So I would say multi-streaming can be beneficial, but not for like gaining new followers and getting new regulars into your stream, but beneficial in a way that it's giving the people in both communities more content, especially in a game maybe like No Man's Sky, where you're engaging with chat a lot because you don't have a whole lot of content to talk about. If you have more than one person in there, you guys can chat up about some of the stuff that you're experiencing and whatnot, and then give that space to one of the streamers so they can address their community, and then them for you as well. So it helps if you know the person and you know they're talking cadences. Like, I know Angry's talking cadences, I know Monster's talking cadences, and I can tell when they want to speak and whatnot. And I know, okay, I can back off for a minute, I can read chat, or I can focus on gameplay for a little bit until it's my turn to kind of chime in on things.
It's learned, people. It's learned. See, I just did it there.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of learn these things. But yeah, it's something that can help. But then again, you do have those people that they just want to focus on themselves, and they will overtalk anybody in order to, comment on what the stream is talking about, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because they're focused on their community. That's what they should do. But during a multi-stream, you do have to have some give and take. Monster.
What? What do you want? What do you want? I don't know what you're talking about. I always let people talk. All right, so let me tell you guys about my day. Today I was...
and our next topic is charity streaming and why we do it. Actually, that's the last topic. Our next one is charity streaming and why we do it. So why do we charity stream? And what charities kind of hit home for you guys? We'll go ahead and start with Angry Iceberg.
Yay! Well, I haven't done a whole lot of charity streams. Most of my charity streams would have been military-centric. I do come from a military family, and I do have a lot of respect for this country's military and our allies, of course. So most of the charity streaming that I've done has been in benefit of either Operation Supply Drop, which was the first major charity stream that I did, where I did a 24-hour stream, and then the other one was the other organization, of course, StackUp.org, which we did a couple weeks ago, where we did a couple hours on their channel, and I also did a 24-hour stream for them as well. So I mean, you know, and generally speaking, it's one of those things. It's a way for me to give back to the community. I haven't done other ones. I did a stream with Dads of Destiny, but that again, I think that was for Operation Supply Drop again, if I remember right. And so, generally speaking, you know, it's a way. Again, it's a way for me to have a positive effect on the world through, you know, through gaming. So it, you know, shines a little, you know, and hopefully shines a little bit better light on it as well. And my engine just ran out. But so, I mean, that's, you know, that's pretty much it. I want to have an opportunity to, you know, to give back. But at the same time, it gives my community something to rally around, as well. And it gives us something to, you know, ways to give back. You know, here's another thing, and a lot of people don't like to talk about it. But I always say that you should try to take advantage of every opportunity. And while doing a charity stream should not be your sole purpose, but you do have to realize that as a streamer, you are going to gain, depending on what the venue is, some form of exposure. You should not do a charity stream to gain exposure. That's not what I'm saying. But realize that there are opportunities. If you're, and even StackUp.org even brought, you know, said it to us when they invited us, you know, those of us who did the charity stream, is that you know, they usually, when they work with Twitch, and there was a good possibility to be on the front page, you know, and everybody knows that, you know, you get on the front page, people see you, that's exposure, you know, that's opportunity. And so, like I said, you don't do it for that opportunity, but you do realize that there is that added benefit. But most of all, though, like I said, it's really about giving back, you know, through my stream, you know, to a cause that I'm, you know, very much, you know, I believe in. And so, again, that's why I do charity streams, but I don't do them all the time, because at the same time, if you do them a whole lot, they start to kind of lose their meaning within your community. So
right. All right, Monsterousrage.
Yeah, if I'm doing a charity event, it's for a specific reason, something that's affected me. One charity that I would always go into is the gaming for life? Is that what it's called? I can't remember what the charity is. It's some yearly thing. Gaming for life. I don't know.
Extra
but
Life?
it's for, no.
oh yeah, Extra Life. I did a
Extra Life
24-hour stream for Extra Life too. That's right.
Yeah, I know what Extra Life is. This is something separate for cancer charity. You know what? I'll have to find it out and give it to everybody next week. But cancer raising money, I will always back that up. We did do a charity stream for a fallen friend of ours last weekend, Kadexgaming and myself, and we did that for the diabetes fund and raised $1,000 Canadian. I didn't do that to get followers. I didn't do that to get more people, but there was more exposure, and that's a perfect example of what Angry was saying. I believe I had roughly 70 people watching me at one point live, and I do believe that that's people see somebody who's doing a charity stream and they think, you know, that person's doing some good, so I feel like it's my way of doing good by supporting that person. So it's a pay it forward situation with people, but never do it because you want your numbers to go up, because people can read into that and then you're just a horrible person. Don't be a horrible person.
Yeah. And
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Basically, if you do a charity stream, do it because it's close to your heart. Do it because you want to. Do it because you want to help.
Yeah.
And it's great because there's a lot of gamers out there that are doing exactly that, and we're raising a hell of a lot of money for different charities around the world. So keep it up, guys. Keep it up.
Yeah. I have to touch on something that both of you guys said. First, Monsterousrage. When we did that 12, or you did the 24-hour stream, I did a 12-hour portion of that, and I was just so thrilled that we were able to raise $1,000 Canadian for charity. I mean, I'm a small stream. Monster's a small stream. We were all pretty small streams, and yet we were still able to raise a significant amount of money for a charity that all three of us were streaming for. It was me, Monsterousrage, and Slinkinage. And we had an absolute blast with it. And to touch on something,
because I'm awesome.
yeah, it's because Monsterousrage is awesome. And I have to touch on something else that Angry Iceberg said. Now, Angry Iceberg streamed for StackUp.org. That was his most recent charity stream. And I was actually selected by StackUp.org to go to PAX West and to get a VIP tour of Bungie. And it's because of the streamers like Angry Iceberg, like 5,000 watts, and like everybody else who streamed that event, that raised the money up for us veterans to be able to have that experience. So a personal thank you to everybody who streamed that StackUp.org event, especially for Angry Iceberg, sitting right here. So I do appreciate that commitment that you made to Stack Up, and it's tangible benefits because somebody else on the Wingscreen podcast gets to go to PAX from that event. So thank you very much for that. In fact, I just checked up the Stack Up website, and they have a little bio of me on there that they had just put up, which was kind of cool. So yeah,
there you go. Hype in chat, folks. Hype in chat.
And yeah, I charity stream more times than I don't charity stream, and that's because I always stream for different charities. I stream for the 12-hour block with Monsterousrage and Slink. I also do Twitch Helps Twitch, where I stream for a month solid and give all the proceeds for that entire month to a random small stream or another charity to see some good done in the gaming world. So, I mean, I more charity stream. I don't think it dilutes it for myself because I'm always finding different causes that I feel passionate about. Whether it's Stack Up, whether it's Twitch Helps Twitch, whether it's diabetes research in the UK, whether it's the One Wife Charity Challenge where we raised some ridiculous amount. I think it was like $5,000 or $6,000 that went towards the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Alzheimer's. I mean, it was great, and I love doing it. I love being a positive force here on Twitch, just as much as I love streaming. In fact, maybe even more, honestly. But
you're just a kind soul, sir. Just a kind soul.
Just a bleeding heart. Just a bleeding heart here. No, I'm really not. I'm not big enough.
No, you do more charity work than anybody I know. Kadex said it's always appreciated. I mean, you know what we've all gone through. We've all gone through our own ups and downs in life, and being in that situation, having that money available to you so you don't have that stress is fantastic. So you're doing great work, and don't stop doing it, man. Don't stop.
Oh, I have no intention on ever stopping, because it's not about me. It's about making Twitch a better place than where I came in, and that's my entire goal for streaming. It's not about follower numbers. It's not about if I get partnered or anything like that. It's about making Twitch a better place. But we will go into our final piece of info here before the podcast ends, and our final topic, and that is, what kind of games or DLC are you guys looking forward to in the coming 3-4 months that we have left this year? Let's go ahead and start with Monsterousrage.
Well, one of them's coming out next week, Worms. WMD. I'm going to be picking that up because I'm a big Worms fan, and you can play with 6 people online now, and there's going to be 6 worms for each person, so it's just going to be total worm mayhem. I want to play it. I want to play it.
I'm naming all my worms after streamers.
All of my worms are just going to be named Kadex. That way he's going to feel bad when he goes against me because he's just going to be ending himself.
That happens.
Another game, Recore, that's out on the 13th. Xbox One game. I don't know if that's gonna. No, that's strictly Microsoft. So yeah, that's gonna be on Xbox, maybe PC. I'll let Angry talk about the next one. But Gears of War 4. I'm looking forward to that as well. I can't wait for that one to come out. I'm not a big Gears of War multiplayer fan, but I love the co-op campaign. Every one of them, I love having friends in and us ripping through that. So that's pretty much why I'm going to be picking that up to go through the campaign. Don't ask me to play multiplayer because it won't happen. Those are the games of next month and a half, somewhere around there.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I want.
All right, Angry Iceberg.
Oh, I think the obvious one is Rise of Iron for Destiny.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be next month. You know, so we're looking forward to that. New raid, new weapons, do a bunch of different things. So I think that's the obvious choice there. But other than that, man, like I think I would say Titanfall 2. I'm really looking forward to. Other than that, man, I don't know, man. I guess I really haven't been paying much attention to anything but Rise of Iron. So I mean that's really where it's at for me, for obvious reasons. I think it's gonna bring a big infusion of players back to the Destiny directory. So as a streamer, it should benefit me. At the same time, it's gonna hurt me just for the simple fact that a lot of the larger streamers will be streaming it more regularly, which means that my stream will be pushed down, unless something unexpected happens. But so that's basically it. That and Titanfall. I mean, other than that, I really don't know. I mean, what else to look forward to? I'm kind of looking forward to playing Call of Duty 4 in updated graphics. I think that'll be fun. See how that plays out. But whatever. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
I'm looking forward to another building-sized poster troll of Half-Life 3. As soon as I saw that, I immediately retweeted at the Angry Iceberg.
Yes, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was glorious, absolutely glorious.
Holiday season, folks. Mark my word, holiday season. Half-Life 3.
Yeah,
You've been waiting long enough. It's gonna happen. I swear.
I still don't understand how Valve cannot be making that game when they know it's gonna make money. Anyway,
they know it's gonna make money, but they haven't made a game since Portal 2.
But that's the thing. Like, do they want to jump onto that train and then make a really crappy game and just watch the hate come through on them?
Well, I know. Yeah, see, I know that part of it's probably just because they're not satisfied with the product and they know they definitely have to knock it out of the park, especially so it doesn't suffer a Duke Nukem Forever type situation.
But you didn't like that? That was fantastic.
I didn't play it, but I just know that the reviews were not stellar.
Or the PS3 Doom remake that nobody wants to talk about, the movie game.
Oh,
yeah, that one. I'm looking forward to Rise of Iron as well, man. I can't wait to get my hands on that new raid, the new weapons, the 385 white level increase, SRO in December, which is gonna be sweet. I can't wait for that as well. And just a lot of new content. The Plague Lands have new patrols, have new strikes, having revamped strikes. I guess they're going to add the new enemies into existing strikes.
Yeah, kind of like they did with the Taken.
Yeah. And the new armor pieces, I think they look pretty dope. I like the black on red. I think that looks pretty sick. But I mean, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And I can't wait for the rest of the year in gaming and next year. I want to see what happens in E3 next year as well. Will we finally get Kingdom Hearts 3? Will we finally see Sea of Thieves? Will we finally see games that we really look forward to but have kind of fallen off the map?
I'd like a second Psychonauts. I'd like that.
Yeah, the Psychonauts.
Well, didn't they create a GoFundMe or a whatchamacallit, not GoFundMe, Kickstarter? Didn't they create one for
they
that?
did a Kickstarter, but I don't know if that was for that game. I think that was for another game Tim Schafer was doing.
I just sworn it was a Psychonauts too, but because I remember hearing something about it. I don't know. Whatever.
Hey, maybe that's a thing, and if that's a thing, that's fantastic, because the first one was great, and I'd like to play another.
Yeah. Same here. I had a lot of fun with the original Psychonauts. I think I still have it. I'm not sure if I do. I have to go look. Yep. But that will actually conclude the podcast. We have about 5 minutes left, so we're going to go around the screen here and mention where we can be found, what we can find you doing there, and when we can find you there. Let's go ahead and start off with Angry Iceberg.
Hey, I got to start off like pretty much everything. Cool. So I'm Angry Iceberg. You are watching. If you are watching live, you are watching this on my channel. I thought I just filled up my thing. I don't know what. I just got a message. Oh, I'm about to die. No, I'm not. Whatever.
Come watch him die, folks. Come watch him
anyway,
die.
so yeah, if you're watching this live, you're watching this from my channel. If you're watching it on YouTube, then obviously you know how to get there. Anyway, so for either one, so if you're watching it live, you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/AngryIcebergTV, to check out my YouTube videos, which one day I'm going to get totally into and upload regularly to. And you can also get a hold of me on twitter.com/angry_iceberg. And I can't fit any more into my backpack here. Anyway, so twitter.com/angry_iceberg, angry_iceberg rather, for Twitter. Facebook, you can find me on facebook.com/theangryiceberg. All this stuff is in the info panels on my stream, so twitch.tv/angry_iceberg. And yeah, I mean, I'm here 7 days a week playing Destiny. I've been playing a little bit of No Man's Sky, but I think that'll be a limited going forward. As far as, you know, how much I play it actually on stream. It'll really kind of depend on you guys, on what you guys want to see on stream. Other than that, it's also this weekend, actually. And actually, I forgot to mention this earlier. I was on Guardian Outpost Streamer Spotlight. I forgot to mention this earlier. On Saturday, I'm going to be working with the Destiny Crossroads app people. They created basically an LFG type app for your smartphone. And I'm sure it works on tablets too. But at any rate, I'll be working with them. We're going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to give away a copy of Rise of Iron. Unfortunately, it's only you can only win it if you live in the United States, because it's going to be region locked as far as how they're going to be basically giving you a money code. Anyway, so that'll be either on the Xbox or the PS4. We'll also be giving away some T-shirts, which, I mean, you can kind of pretty much live anywhere, and we'll get you some T-shirts. So we'll be doing that on Saturday from 5 p.m. Eastern until 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll run that about 3 hours. So check it out on Saturday. It should be a lot of fun. So yeah, other than that, just come check me out 7 days a week, twitch.tv/angry_iceberg.
And Monsterousrage.
Yeah, watch how easy this is, Angry. Watch how easy this is when you don't have to play a game. Hey everybody, I'm Monsterousrage. You can find me at Twitch TV/Monsterousrage. You want to find me at that Twitter thing, MonsterousRageG. I'm also on YouTube. Just go to my Twitch account. It'll be there. The link will be in there. You can click on it. It's for another podcast that I do with Fitz, the Fitster, called Fits of Rage. And that's uploaded every Thursday. So, yeah, that's where I am. That's where you can find me. And I'm playing everything. Okay, not sports titles, but everything else. PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Wii U, soon to be the next, soon to be the Nintendo Mini. Oh, I play a lot of stuff. Ta-da!
And I am Kadexgaming, where I am Kadex, but we are gaming. Twitch stream dedicated to helping you in game and in life. A big thank you to Monsterousrage and Angry Iceberg, my normal guests here on the Loading Screen podcast. Next week, get ready for Rise of Iron, because we will be talking Rise of Iron for the podcast next week. We'll be going over what we have seen in the raid, what we have seen in the gear, the weapons, the enemies, the new quest, the PvP. We're going to go in depth into Rise of Iron. So thank you everybody for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. We'll go ahead and let Angry Iceberg get to his raids. And from Kadexgaming, this is Kadex, always here to urge you, keep calm and game on.
Game over, yeah!
Yeah. All right.
Creepy stare into the